in our body. Once they detected some viruses or bacteria come into our body, then it will start to attack it. Okay, and also the water will contain a lot of mineral and trace mineral. So it contains 7 major minerals here, and then 9 important trace mineral. So this is how the water help us. So let's say, for example, a normal people, the kidney function is 100%. Will look in this way. Okay, if let's say our body, the kidney spoil, part of the kidney, 50% spoil already. So let's say, for example, like my father-in-law, many years ago, that time my daughter, my elder daughter is about 1 year old. That time he has a tumor in the kidney. Then he need to remove the whole kidney. I think right part of the kidney, but then left part left without affecting his life. So for him, he still can do normal things, can live normally, can eat normally, can sleep normally, do all his activity, do his business normally. But then if this, because our body is a very smart one, if we still have 50%, our body will not give you any symptom. But if at this point of time, you have any toxic that come into our body that never flush out immediately and accumulate inside our kidney, and our kidney will have another half spoil already. That means another 25%, because if you divided half is already 50, 50 half, that means you left 25%. At that time, your body will start to give you symptom already. Okay, that means what kind of symptom? You will start to have amount of urine reduce. Okay, your leg will start to swell, so get swollen already. You will feel like, hey, why I'm so heavy? Okay, and then you have nausea and fatigue, easily get fatigue. So you need to pay attention already. Actually, if come to that stage, it's very dangerous already. Most of the people when come to this stage probably might need to go for dialysis already. Okay, so don't wait until you have this kind of symptom, then only you go to see doctor, or better to do some prevention before your kidney have any failure. Okay, don't wait until you have this symptom. It's a bit too late. So what, okay, sorry, I think I missed, okay. What actually will lead to the kidney failure? Actually, most of the cases of kidney failure is caused by diabetes or maybe overflow of heavy metal. So a lot of people doesn't know that heavy metal actually hidden in many places in our daily life, so that it can accumulate it in our kidney. So we have 2 parts really to filter it. One is the kidney, the other one is our liver to filter out this heavy metal. So once you filter it, the heavy metal will accumulate in your kidney, and it can't be removed. You have how to remove it. You have to do dialysis, then only you'll be able to remove the heavy metal. Otherwise, it will be permanently in your kidney forever until you die. Okay, so for these four glasses of water, how can you choose? So definitely we won't choose the left-hand side one, right? Because it's too dirty. And then the second one, the pipe water. So some people, you will be surprised, they're still drinking pipe water, but most of the Malaysian, they will still have filter water at home lah. So that's why the third glass will have a filter water. But what type of filter that you are using? So if the filter water is not really function well, then do you know that you drink a lot of chemical inside as well? So how to choose the fourth glass? Okay, so in Malaysia and in most of the places, the water treatment plant, how they do, they will just retrieve the water. They will just take the water from the well or from the river or from the abandoned ponds. So then they'll just do a normal filtration, let the sediment all settle down, and then take out the rubbish from the water, and then do a simple filtration. Then after that, they'll just add in some disinfectants like chlorines. And then after that, it will come into your house really. Okay. So do you know a lot of water actually nowadays get contaminated with these 2 sources? Okay, I'm going to share with you like this poison pollution. So do you know that nowadays our water, actually this one I retrieved it from the internet, from the newspaper. So our water actually hidden a lot of poison in our water because a lot of people dump in all the waste, everything into the river. So all the river actually is polluted already. Like this one in Jenjarom. Do you know where is Jenjarom? Actually quite near to this Dongchansi in Banting, near to Banting. Is from between KLANG to Banting is in the middle. So this Jenjarom actually is have a lot of factory, illegal factory. Actually, those factory import a lot of waste, rubbish, you know, they import rubbish. Actually, I saw there's a newspaper report. Malaysia is one of the largest rubbish importer. We import a lot of rubbish from UK, from Australia. So why we have to import rubbish? Everyone actually wanted to throw away the rubbish because the rubbish actually contain a lot of plastic. So this wasted plastic, maybe your drinking bottle, or maybe your mineral water, or your detergent actually packed in the plastic bottle as well, right? So once they finish up, they will throw into the dustbin. So this rubbish actually contain a lot of recyclable plastic. So Malaysia have this factory actually try to recycle this plastic. So they will take out the whatever usable, the plastic, then whatever not usable, they will just throw it away or chuck it one side. So this, you can see the left-hand side picture, actually show a lot of rubbish there. And then once the rain come down, so it will bring all the water into the Sungai Langat. So you can see from the map right-hand side, Sungai Langat actually is not far away from Jenjarom. Okay, and then this Malaysia Kini also reported a lot of heavy metal found in the Sungai Langat. It's polluted Sungai Langat. And also you see the right-hand side, Sungai Selangor is one of the source for our water, okay, for our drinking water. So also have the factory, which is a machinery maintenance factory. So they wash all the machine and then they repair, recycle, overhaul all the machine and then resell it in the market. Okay. So, and then Sungai Semenyih, our Klang Valley water actually mostly also come from Sungai Semenyih. So they found the toxic in the water as well. So yeah, the one that I highlighted is one of the chemical that found in this water source. Okay. So, and then in Semenyih, you know, Semenyih is a very, very big space. If you go to Semenyih, some people may know, some people may not know lah, but today I'm going to tell you. So there is a special force from government try to look for those factories that try to pour the chemical into the river because they have this special force to solve the pollution issue, but they're very hard to find because there are a lot of illegal factory in Semenyih industrial area. So you can see here, so to identify the factory, very difficult. Why? You can see here in the map, I can locate high-tech 5, high-tech 7, 3, 6, and then someone got 1, 2, 4. Haven't located yet. So, you know, all these factories, so many. And then from this factory to the water treatment plant, actually is within 55 km. So within 55 km, got so many factories around, scattered around. Then the water actually will get polluted. Okay. So this is the map of our water treatment plant. Yeah, our water treatment plant, you know where is it? Putrajaya. You know, but where is Semenyih? Semenyih is here. Okay, so from here, Semenyih to that, Semenyih here, yeah, everyone know that Semenyih, you know, the Broga Hill. People say, wow, Broga Hill, Hao San Hao Sui. A lot of people, I saw people also try to take the spring water that come from the hill. But do you know that all the water, when flow from Semenyih to this water treatment plant, how many factories are actually scattered around here? And then all those factories start to pour the toxic into the river here. So actually we thought, at first we thought the water treatment plant, Sungai Semenyih water treatment plant should be located here, you know. We thought should be located here, but actually it's not. Actually it's located 55 km away from Semenyih. So we are not having the most clean water, but in fact we have the most contaminated water. Because why? All the factory actually going to pour all the chemical into the river and then all going to the downstream, and then we are down there and just taking the water. So then the government start to filter the water and just put the chlorine and come into our house already. Okay. So this in Sungai Pasir Gudang, if you are still aware, if still remember a few years back, so in this Pasir Gudang, actually some illegal factory also pour some chemical into the river, and then the river passed by a certain school, and then there are 2 school students affected because they inhale the gas that come from the river, and many got vomit or fainted. So during that time, they reported 260 people is affected, but after that, on and off, still got people go to the hospital and look for assistance. So in total, they affected more than 2,700 people, including hundreds of students. And then inside the river, this is the newspaper from Singapore, the Straits Times. So they reported that actually inside the water sampling they get from the river got this chemical. You can see actually there are 9 types of chemical inside the water sampling from Sungai Pasir Gudang. You just imagine if inhale is already so toxic, the people can get fainted. How about you drink it? Straight it will go into your body. Okay, and also the pesticide that contaminated our water as well. So like we have our own plantation here, right? The Cameron Highland, all the farmland around here. So the pesticide they spray onto the plant, the vegetable and fruits. So do you know that all this chemical actually can cause reproductive problem? That means some people may get like cannot get pregnant. So you can hurt a lot of people around us, like they are having difficulty in get conceived, right? The fertility level actually drop, and also endocrinal damage is like hormone problem. So some people may have like the thyroid issue. Some people may have some hormone imbalance. A lot of problems. All this, anything related to hormone actually is also caused by this pesticide. Okay, and also the heavy metal. So the heavy metal, just now the report did show the heavy metal not only from our piping but also from the water source, the heavy metal. So you know the heavy metal actually can penetrate into the placenta in the mom's womb, and then can pass to the fetus. I mean, can pass directly to the baby. And then this heavy metal actually will damage the nerve system. So you won't be surprised nowadays. You also heard that some children, once they're born, they have some learning difficulty, they have some speech problem, or maybe they have some nerve issue. So this might be because of water as well. Okay, so this one, the secret, do you know that our hair actually can tell the secret in our body? So this is the report for a children, which is a boy, which is a 9 years old boy. So just 9 years old, you can see his body content of this leads. Okay, leads the body content shouldn't
normally
be
where the leads come from.
Yeah, normally where the lead come from. Normally lead come from.
Where the lead come from. Yeah.
Maybe come from the exhaust from the car, because you see the car, they say unleaded petrol, right? Unleaded gas. So, but then now already unleaded. How come? What else? So some petroleum also, because they have some petroleum, they use the diesel they use in the factory. So they might pour into the river as well. And then that might come into your drinking water as well. Then how about the mercury also? You see, the mercury 1.1, so high. So the mercury normally come from where? So probably will come from the like water pipe, water source, or maybe fish. So how much fish a 9 years old boy can eat? How many pound or how many kg of fish he can eat for 9 years? Not that much. So seldom come from food. So our guess is mostly come from maybe the drinking water. So all these are the chemical that's very dangerous to our body. But you can see the 9 years old boy actually got so much of problem, so much of toxic inside his body since he's born. So probably this will be passed from the mother womb because the chemical actually can penetrate through the placenta, like what I showed just now. Okay. So the next one, the thread inside the chlorination system, the chlorination byproduct. So the chlorine that government used to put inside the drinking water just to disinfect the water. So can cause cancer also, can cause the bladder cancer, 膀胱癌. Okay. So now what should we do? Okay. Normally people only know that, okay, boiling water lah, boil water will do already. But do you know that by boiling water, actually it will merge the chemical. If the chemical inside the water never removed, it will merge together with the chlorine. That's why it's cancer. So I'm going to show you why it's so cancerous.
会致癌的就是我们每天喝的水。如果水塔过滤的不够干净，或是水管太过老旧，流出来的自来水就容易含有硝酸盐的成分。一旦预热煮沸，就会变成亚硝酸盐，也就是致癌物质。如果长期饮用，
Sorry, can you hear? Can you hear the video?
Can,
Yes,
I can
very
hear, I
clear.
can hear.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
can
thought
hear.
cannot hear. All right.
Can. Yeah, can.
Okay.
会致癌的就是我们每天喝的水。如果水塔过滤的不够干净，或是水管太过老旧，流出来的自来水就容易含有硝酸盐的成分。一旦预热煮沸，就会变成亚硝酸盐，也就是致癌物质。如果长期饮用，不但会破坏血液中的血红素，造成了乌嘴病，因而喝进了这种沸水冲泡的牛奶，甚至还会一命呜呼。
硝酸盐会致癌，大家都知道。如果沸水中的亚硝酸盐进入人体血液中，会产生什么样的变化？我们透过下面这个实验来观察看看。我现在手中这个试管里面装的就是刚刚从人体抽出来新鲜健康的血液，离开身体还不到2分钟。我们来做个小小的实验哦。现在把这个硝酸盐溶解在水里的，加到这个新鲜血液当中，看一看会产生什么样的变化。 好，透过镜头，我们仔细的观察，就可以发现呢，其实这个才刚加进去，这个血液已经立刻开始凝结，而且逐渐的在变黑当中。这就可以证明，硝酸只要进入到人体跟血液产生结合，就会破坏这个血红素，而且时间越久，这个血会变得越黑。才短短几分钟，试管里的血液已经全部变为污血，甚至出现了溶血现象，证明如果水质已经被污染了，就算煮沸再多次，一样会对人体造成伤害。
喝到我们身体里面，只要量多的话了，一般都会造成我们的血红素变性。血红素变性的话，就会产生没办法携带氧气，所以会造成组织缺氧。这在台湾人俗话都有讲一个病，叫做乌嘴病了。
污染过的煮沸水不但会破坏血液中血红素，如果用这种水来冲泡奶粉，更会对婴儿造成致命的危机。
假如你家里有小 baby 的话，含这个硝酸盐、亚硝酸盐的水的话，浓度高的话，在国外曾经报过，还用这来泡牛奶，小 baby 就死掉了。
所以千万不要以为只要把水煮开就保证万事 OK， 因为致癌的危机可能就藏在你喝进的这一杯水中。年代新闻宋平、陈柏霖。
Yeah, you can see the water, the blood get contaminated water. So the blood also turn color already. Okay. And then also in our water, we'll have those microbiological contamination. So it will contain bacterial viruses or some microscopic organism. That means something like worm. Okay. So this one you can see the brain-eating amoeba found in the tap water. So just imagine if you drink that straight away by washing only, by washing, flushing your nose or whatever can go in. So by drinking, it will go straight away and then probably not only eating your brain already, maybe eating all your organ already. Okay. And also they found also in the river Sungai Gombak. Sungai Gombak also got E. coli. Actually, E. coli is one kind of bacteria that cause diarrhea. So those people who have this already, they will diarrhea until bleeding. The intestine actually wall will get damaged and then get bleeding. So non-stop bleeding. Some people will die also because of getting this also. Okay, and also in our newspaper, on and off you can see rotavirus outbreak. So that's happened in Perak, Kedah, Pulau Pinang also. A lot of children especially get infected. So they also will cause a lot of diarrhea to the baby, and then some baby die also. You thought those mom mom never boil the water. They boil the water, but how come the rotavirus is still there? Because rotavirus is very quite stubborn virus. Probably by normal boiling, it's not easily kill them. So it will still come into your water. Okay, and also Helicobacter is another kind of virus. Actually, this virus will cause stomach ulcer, and if prolonged, never do any treatment, prolonged infection, so probably will get ulcer and turn into cancer. So this is also one of the common bacteria, common viruses that come into our water, found in our water. So let us share with you. Let Evonne share with you how Espring.
Yeah. Before we start, right? Can I know all of our friends here, how many of you drink 8 glass of water every day? Is everyone drinking 8 glass of water? Can you type yes? Yes, 8 cup. Okay, good. Anyone else? Okay. So do you all drink beside plain water? What other things you all drink? Maybe you can let me know. Anyone love to drink soft drink, Coca-Cola, milk, or other things? I just want to understand what do you all drink every day so I can share more information before the day. Milk, coffee, yes. Anything else? Coffee, okay. Green tea, yes, nice. Milk, okay. So I want to share with you all, right? If you drink milk, you drink lemon water, you drink green tea, you drink coffee, right? All the minimum ingredient, you also must have plain water, right? So that's why, right? If let's say you only take from the, Espring, correct. So that's why before you start take the water, you need to boil the water, and then you need to start drinking it beside plain water, and then you add on coffee and so on, right? So today, I think Lyss will pass to me. I want to share with you, right, the demo, okay? Because, right, later on, we will use the absolute filter. I think everyone know there's a mini Espring with me. Okay, this is a mini Espring. So we are the only one who use the absolute filter. We call it cartridge, all right, to do a demo. And I'm going to share with you how amazing that we are using all different type of drinking material and turn into a good source of water. So Lyss, can you start sharing the slide now, and then I explain? Okay. So this is one of the sample that we can see there is so many type of we call it like a source of material. Some is ink, some is chemical, and of course we have chlorine. Everyone should know our government use chlorine to filter our water, right? So the first one I put milk, the second one I put Coca-Cola, and the third one is put ink. Things that mix together already very hard to take out one, right? Can I separate the ink from the plain water or normal water? No, right? Okay, the last one, this one is actually our chlorine. So when I put the chlorine into the expired filter, right, you can see it actually diluted all the other things. Okay, now, so just stay tuned and I start pump all the water. Can you see the filter? It actually go down to the carbon block and it come out with a clear water.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very, very important. The reason is you must know what kind of water that you are drinking. Okay, this is the we call it chlorine tester. So make sure the water don't have chlorine. And the other one is the tap water. I think the water pollution is getting worse. Even now, can you see? Clean water. Untreated water.
Espring
Clean water.
太黑了。
Treated water. This is really damping. Did you drink the damping?
Milo. Espring.
Milo.
真的是。
So can you see how terrible is our water pollution? Based on what Lyss explained just now, I really worry because I'm staying in Selangor and we have, yes, so dirty, and we have water distribution for the past few weeks or past 1 month or so. So this is really, really a health issue to all of us, which is we don't aware. And sometimes we just simply get one water treatment unit, whether it function or not. It's a big question. Okay, so next. So today I want to share with you, right? We are the only one in Malaysia or in a global that have technical information packet. Do you know that nowadays when you buy a car or you buy a very luxury car, right? And they say, okay, I just get lor, okay, or function, got red color, blue color, got perfume one, got aircon one. But would you consider the spare part? Would you consider how is the function, how many cc and so on? So this is very good. That's why just now when Lyss Evonne mentioned a kid, hey, hello, it's just a 9-year-old boy. And you imagine, right, the whole body have heavy metal. It will slowly damage their brain, you know. So this is one of the things you can see. We highlighted the lead pH 6.5 and mercury pH 6.5, right? It can be totally removed 99.3%. The more digit at the back, right, meaning that the even clear that they show you how accurate they can remove. So we are not adding anything. We know that the chemical are in the water. We are facing water pollution now. So that's why all the chemical should remove before you drink it. Okay, so next. Okay, you can see, okay, this is what I love about. Every time when people ask what's so special about the water treatment, right? This is important because they share with you with the Espring cartridge activated carbon block filter. It will help you to remove 140 type of contaminate. So you imagine, right, your hair, okay, your hair, you cut down very, very, very small, about 300%, right? Our hair is considered quite small. I mean, it's quite tiny already, right? So you can see, right, this activate carbon block is not just normal like the carbon you get from the grocery shop, you know. This one is activated and is compressed. So that's why it really, really, really works well when you are using it. So okay, what they remove, okay, they help you to improve the taste and odor, and then they remove all the organic contaminate, and then even the inorganic contaminate also will remove, especially is heavy metal, lead, yes, lead, mercury, and other things. So you know, like fungus or waterborne organism, it will actually can be blocked as well. So we are not water filter, we are water treatment. That's the powerful heavy activated carbon block. Next. Okay. All right, so I want to share with you why they call activated carbon block. This is a very good story because I think all carbon is the same, but this is different because this is heavy compressed. If you take out all the carbon powder, right, we sometimes, you know, we just want to damage all the small thing, right? So you just take out one Espring cartridge and you open it up, right? It will become a 69 football field. Can you see that's how compressed, and there is about 7 meter long of our highway, 63 kilometer long highway. So this is important because, right, they want to compress and they get the certified, right? You see this picture, when they compress, right, all the we call it macro, or we call it all the contaminate, right, will trap inside this carbon activate space. So when they trap inside already, when we drink, so all these things is trapped already. Then when we drink the water, is safe. So you can see most of the NSF will give the certified of all the water treatment, 42 or 53 health effect. So NSF is a very famous independent certified organization. So most of the water treatment, right, that you bring in or you want to sell, right, they will actually get certified from this independent body. Okay, next.
Yeah,
are you guys
and also
aware?
I would like to I also would like to add in why the activated carbon so important, because the activated carbon, it will act like a magnet. So just imagine if I give you one bowl of sand, another bowl of this nail, so I just mix it up. So I want you to separate both. How usually you will just separate? You normally will use a sieve, right? The something like a filter, got a lot of hole one. So you just pour in and then you have to sieve the thing. So what you can see, those small tiny sand maybe will drop out. Then later on, you can see the bigger particle, bigger sand actually still mixed inside and then mixed with the new. So how are you going to separate it? Very hard. So the activated carbon will act like a magnet. So once I put the magnet in, all the needle, everything suck out, and then the needle is needle, and then the sand is sand. It's totally separate out. So the activated carbon actually act in that way. So once the chemical go into the carbon, so they will suck whatever the chemical inside the water, and then whatever flow out is the clean water. So outside they call it filter water because the hole is like this. So anything bigger, they will block. Anything smaller, they will penetrate. So once they penetrate, you will drink the chemical water actually. So that's why they call it filter, but ours one, we call it water treatment. So our water is really purified inside the water treatment. Okay? Yeah, Yvonne.
Okay. So you can see, right, from the report, I always mention to all my friends, when you look into a quality product, you will see, right, I mentioned just 140 times of contaminate and microvirus and bacteria, right? It's because a pollution is getting worse, and you can see there's a 3 row is all contaminate. And then when just now earlier on, that is a case happened that in Semenyih, the water, our water was polluted. What are the chemicals found in the river? Is 4 I don't know how to read 4 by how to teach us how to read
I also don't know.
But yeah, so that is
it's a chemical name. It's a chemical name actually. Also,
yes,
not so familiar with the chemical.
You know, sometimes people will ask me, "Are you sure? Are you sure it works?" That's why, right? Some of the chemical and some of the contaminant is not even found in Malaysia, but our Espring actually show you this technical information packet already show you they can have the ability to block and remove all these contaminants. So I'm very proud and I feel safe that to using it. And another thing, so you know the microorganism and the bacteria and viruses. Now everyone's so worried about the viruses, right? So like hepatitis A, the E. coli, and all these things. Don't worry, it can be removed from here because we have the activate carbon. All right. Okay. Next. Okay. Now there's another important thing, right? So people will say, okay, they remove, and how safe it is. So we have the standard 53 certified. This one is very, very good. Do you know that every time when you drive your car, you go out, you are in highway, okay? You're in highway, and then you don't know when is the next station that is a petrol station. But you're driving we call it the sensor. They will show you, now it's red light. So do you think the tank, our petrol tank still have petrol? Do you still think have? Yes, minimum they have 10 or 20, right? So this one, right, it gives me another safety features from the water treatment. Is example, right? I usually use 5,000 ml of water for one family, okay? But I don't have time, and due to a holiday season, I overuse already. Even now, they give me alerts, okay? Is the water still safe for me to drink? Yes, because they have BAFIA, at least additional 120% for you. So you don't worry, because if let's say you use more than 5,000 liter water and they still remain the function, they still remain 95% function, can help you to remove all the chemical. Yeah, this is the important one. So that's why, right, I always tell people, I don't worry that if let's say, you know, I don't have time, I'm lazy, or I don't even want to replace the cartridge on time, am I still drinking the clean water? Yes. Here the report already show you, even you use more than 5,000 liter, the safety features is still there. So it's like your car. So when the car petrol show you is going to low, like red button turn out already, you still have 20 km to go or 10 km to go until you reach the petrol station. Okay, so this is important because we are so busy. Then that's why we may not change the filter on time. Okay, next. Okay, so I think nowadays everyone know UV light, right? This UV technology, we have been using it more than 20 years since the water treatment one. Okay, why I say so? Because right, UV light is not only help you to kill bacteria or kill our coronavirus. It actually is inside our water treatment since 20 years ago. And they are using this one to kill all the waterborne bacteria. You know, sometimes the waterborne bacteria, can you see or not? Cannot. That's why they will use the UV light to make sure they can kill 99.99%. Okay, this one is included like, just now I mentioned already, hepatitis A, E. coli, and then all this actually, all the virus, if go into our body, will cause us a lot of health issue one. So it's important before you drink the water, Espring UV light help you kill all the bacteria already. Okay, so that's why you see this one also get the independent certificate certified by NSF. Okay, and we are so far in the market lah. I don't say all the big player. We are quite unique that we have this cert that 55 UV microbiological, they can remove it. You can see in the market, not much water treatment can do this and they can reach this standard. Or you can go to the website and check it out. Okay, next. Okay, let's share with you. This is something that I love it because some of people ask me, are you sure or not? Yes, how sure? We have a technical information packet to share with you. This one is not simply print or I write one. This one must be approved and is proven by the scientists and the NSF association. Okay, so you can see, right? Maybe I just mentioned the Helicobacter. This is the thing that if you go into your body already, you will keep lao sai one. You all know what is lao sai, not like diarrhea problem. Okay, this is also one of the worry one. I also tell a lot of my friends that you know, in aircon, right, there is sometimes a smell or we call it some water come out from the aircon. They actually call Legionella Legionella. Okay, this one actually will cause you it's kind of 传染病. It's actually will cause you have
pneumonia one.
Pneumonia, yes.
肺炎.
Yeah, this is something that actually came from the water and it's quite serious, you know. If one person get already, the whole family will get affected. So this is the thing that we don't aware, but it can be removed from this UV light. So that's why I say because of this, from the drinking water, because we drink 8 cups of water, or you know, even baby, newborn, or elderly at home, they need to drink a clean water. So that's why Espring give you a safety features which help you to remove all these waterborne bacteria. Okay, next. All right. Okay, so today I want to share with you. I want to give you a luxury car. You can choose. You want to have Ferrari, or you can have maybe we call it now a very famous BMW i8. Okay, they say it's the very top sport car. But the Ferrari and the BMW, right? There is no meter one more. Okay, there's no meter. You don't know when to pump petrol. You don't know how far is the speed. You don't know how is the car, when it will start, the engine will warm out already, and then you can move the car. Do you still want this branded car? It's very expensive one. Do you still see the value of the car, or just buy the logo? Okay, so that's why I want to mention this page now. This one is a very, very good e-coupling system. E-coupling system means, right, it's wireless. Okay, this is a 2nd generation using wireless technology already. And you can see, right, from the screen, it shows you how is the water filter, the water cartridge function. Okay, every time when you use this one, right, it has a built-in smart chip, meaning that this water treatment, it comes with the CPU. It's like a car. When you start the engine, it will show you what is the meter, how fast you can go, how many km you go by per km. And then when you finish your petrol already, you need to pump petrol. Exactly the same. And I want to be proud that I share with you, right? So far in the market, no such water treatment have a CPU in the water treatment, right? Meaning there is no brain. Most of the water treatment, right, is very, very backdated one. I can say the market water treatment are still stocked at 90s or 80s generation. So we are advanced. So that's why I always proud that our UV light, sometime at night, right, when I go sleep, right, I can feel that it's still working like Jiong Mun Hao like that. Okay, so you can see left picture is normal operation, and the middle one is left 10% of lifespan. So cartridge, or maybe you know each we can say call each light, right? We call each bar is about 1000 ml of water. And then the last, when you almost finish, or the last call already, we call, you know, sometimes the car finish petrol already, it will turn up the red light, share with you, they give you alert, hello, it's time for you to change the water treatment, the water. So this is
cartridge.
total. Yes. So that's why I'm quite impressed. This is a few, like we call it like 5-in-1 technology. Okay, next. Okay, so people will ask me, if let's say you want to get a good water treatment, because this is not buying like just a handphone itself, because it's for family usage, right? So we are the only one, the household water treatment with 6 NSF certified. And I can say most of these certified cert, right, is we are the only water treatment to get all. Because normally 42, right, is to remove or make sure the water taste and the clarity. 80%, 70% of the water treatment out there, they will get it. And the second one is 53, meaning that because of the carbon block, the activate carbon help you to remove all the contaminant. And our UV light, cert 55, is to show that our UV light can kill all the waterborne bacteria. Okay, now the 401, I just want to mention, right? World pollution are not stopped and it's getting worse. Do you agree? If you agree, please type 111. You agree or not? Our environment has been polluted. It's not getting better. It's getting worse, right? So that's why, right, the 401 cert is to show you whatever contaminate will happen in the future or is coming soon, we are still able to reduce. So actually there's a 15 new or future emerging contaminant will happen in our environment. And we are proud that Espring can help to remove it. All right. So, and another one, you know, the water, the sea water treatment, I mean, the ocean pollution and so forth is getting worse, or even our government are not doing anything. Our river is also getting worse because of chemical pollution and so on. Now medication, yes, they say the white guy can found from the Korean river. Okay, so P473, okay, this one is all the chemical. You know, now I mentioned just now the chemical is even more harmful. So this is show that the P473, it will help you to remove the water, we call it like the chemical from the water. Let me take a look. Like you know, sometimes the plastic, or after they produce the plastic already, the manufacturer will throw all the wastewater into the river, right? Sometimes all the fiber plastic and so on. Don't worry, Espring can help you to remove it. And the last one is P477. P477 is, you know, all the blue algae. If you know, the blue algae actually will kill all the like prawn, all the seafood, and all the water, we call it ocean mammal and so on. And this thing, it actually will harm our human as well. So we'll make sure it will not come to our house tap water, and Espring can help you to remove it. Actually, the blue and green algae, right, is very toxic one. It will actually block from the ocean, and then it make they create the carbon dioxide to make sure to kill all the other sea animal, like we call it like prawn, or maybe all the other things that's around the area, or even all the seashell and all these things will actually get harmful. So I want to make sure that what we are using now, okay, is up to date, is qualified, and is also safe. Okay, so this is the thing that I want to mention. And come to the cost now. My husband is very kiam siap one. I think you all know. He also studied a lot of spec one, and he is actually work in a water treatment company that they build a water tank for a lot of government or a lot of different country government for the clear drinking water. So do you know that if you want to have a clean water, right? Basically, the government are using chemical to clean the water for us. They are not using carbon because the government not able to afford to give us the best. So that's why in our water treatment plant in the whole region or whole Malaysia, they are using chemical to clean the water. So that's why if they use the chemical to clean the water, right? For me as a consumer, I must make sure that I get a good water treatment, because you know chlorine is one of it is really harmful to us. If you use the chlorine to clean the toilet, you know already it actually is really bad for our hand and skin. So if I want to get a water treatment, right, I'll make sure it's very durable, cost effective, and it's energy safe. So that's why, right, I always mention to my friend, you bought Espring water treatment, you are not using it for 1 or 2 years, you are not buying a handphone. This thing is going to use for your family more than 10 years. Okay, maybe 10 to 15 years is also durable. Why? Because, right, you can see if I break down the cost is you buy the unit 3,004. Every year you renew the cartridge at $572. Okay, because when the first time purchase, you already have the cartridge, right? So times 9 cartridge is 8,548. You only can buy 2 iPhone. Okay, so don't bother. It's okay. You still can afford. As long as you're using iPhone, right, you can get many Espring. All right. So if I break down with the electric cost and plus per liter of water, right, it's just 17 cents. Okay, so 17 cents mean like per liter, you know, is like the Coca-Cola big bottle. So this is not cheap. This is considered very affordable. So that's why when you consider a water treatment, you must know the long-term duration cost, not just the upfront. Because, right, if you think smart or you want to think carefully, right, this is we can call 5-in-1. I mentioned to you all later, 5-in-1 is important also. Okay, so next. Okay, so now you are smart consumer. The first one, dirty water, definitely is not your your choice, because the eye can see, you definitely will not drink, right? Piping water is the one that you might not sure whether how dirty or how it will affect to us. Okay, but it will actually influence all this contaminant will affect our health. And the third one is the filter water. Okay, filter water, okay, can remove a lot of heavy metal and so on, but the contaminant or the chemical, are you sure they can remove or not? This is a very big question mark, because they don't have technical specs. All right, but why Espring? Okay, every time when people say, if you are a smart consumer, you want to buy a water treatment, right, must make sure it's few function in one. First, they have a brain. Okay, they know how to measure the water level that you use. Second thing, UV light. How many water treatment out there with UV light? Yes, there is one company doing it, but you might pay like 8,000-9,000 for it. But for us, right, our UV light, this technology is included already. And somehow we have pre-filter and activate carbon filter. And one more thing, this is a coupling system, right? It's a wireless technology. So you don't worry about to clean inside or clean the wire or the spare part, because all these things is very durable. You don't need to change all the spare part. You only need to change the I will say the twin tubing only, and the cost is very cheap. 1 year is about 30 ringgit, 38 ringgit. So that's why you see, if you are a smart consumer, you want to buy a water treatment with few function. It's not only one, give you a clean water. It's not only a cup of water that you taste, you can drink directly. So I highly recommend it. Continue study and understand more what is the important from our technical information packet, or you can go to our website. There's a lot of questions, they will answer one. This is what I like about, because last few days, I have a client ask me, I don't like the salesperson keep telling me about how good is the water treatment, hot and cold. Hot and cold, I can boil myself, but I want to know, is it safe for my baby? Is there any certified copy or not? But the salesperson, the end brand, they straight away diam already. So it's my opportunity that I can show to the client. All right. So thank you. Next. Okay. So I think pass back to Lyss.
Yeah, sure. So I'm going to share with you regarding the air, the threat in the air. So you can see from here that in our air, in our health, so every year there is a report of what caused the death of people. So you can see in these 5 principal cause of death in 2019, one is lung, the second one is heart, the third one is lung, the fourth one is the brain. So in these 5, the 4 is related to our lung, our heart, our brain. Later on, I share with you what caused this, actually will contribute to this death. Okay, so you know the air pollution actually will cause the cardiovascular vascular disease, means heart diseases, and also like the neuro is related to brain already. Okay, the diabetics, okay, obesity is also related to this heart diseases already. And then also from here, you also can see the stroke, the pneumonia, okay, also related to lung and our brain also, okay, and also the air pollution will contribute a lot to the diabetes also, okay. Another one, increase the risk in the children autism. So in the record that I heard from the doctors, actually last time, those days, maybe about 10,000 cases or 100,000 cases, something like that. It's only one case of autism, but nowadays almost like 500 cases of one autism already. Actually, this is also quite because of the air pollution. Then the air pollution also caused the heart disease and lung diseases, okay? And also the dementia, so the elderly, because of brain damage, so will cause dementia to the elderly as well. And also, do you know that our respiratory system actually got this passager? So those passager, whatever particle that come into our lung, before it come into our lung, actually at the throat here, it will sweep out. Then you start to sneeze or cough out all those particles. But do you know that any particle that's more than 10 ppm, that means the size, the particle size more than 10 micro, actually you will sneeze out. So once you sneeze it, you breathe in, you will sneeze out. But anything smaller, actually, it will pass through the nose hair and go into further. So will pass through all the throat here and go into here deep down already, and then quite near to the lung area. Okay, sorry, near to the lung area. And then the particle that's smaller than 1 micron actually will go into the lung already. Once they go into the lung, they'll go into the capillary, is whereby the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. They will go there and will squeeze into the small area and then go into the bloodstream and flow into the whole body. So because this particle matter, which is smaller than 2.5 and 1, actually it's very highly inflammatory. It will cause inflammation in our cell. So the whole body system actually will get inflamed and will cause damages to our organ really. Okay. So let's say imagine this is a normal lung. It's very clear. So when you got pneumonia, actually your lung function will drop from 100 to 75%. That means 25% damage. So if this time, when your body filled with a lot of PM 2.5, you go outside at home, you have a lot of PM 2.5 in that inhale into your body. So at that time, maybe your body lost 50% of the function, but you are not aware because our lungs still can function well, everything's still well. You will not having cough or anything else like that. But at this point of time, if you get pneumonia, there is the problem come in. So you lost another 25. So that means you only left 25% of your lung. At this time, it will cause almost death to you already. Okay, so this research show that the lung function actually related to the age. So if your lung function long, that means your lifespan will be longer. So that's why you can see the green, the light green color. If you have early intervention, that means you are doing something to help your lung. So maybe you migrate into a place like New Zealand or Australia or Switzerland, have a better air. So probably your life will be longer, or maybe you will need to have something to clean up your air so that your air is clean, your lung is clean, your lung is healthy, then your life expectancy will be longer. Okay, so those people who having this symptom, you can see around you, probably it's because of air pollution. Do you know that indoor air actually is more polluted than the outside one? Okay, so over to you, Yvonne. So I will just play the video first.
Okay, hi. So this is something that I really want. I don't like dust one. So that's why when you see this video, right? Can you see how girly when you sleep with all the dust? Okay, this is what the scientists bring in our blanket. Okay, and then there's people sleeping in the blanket. Can you see? All the free gift come together with the blanket. This is all the viruses. So girly, you know, every night sleep with all this. So make sure you change your bedsheet every week. Yeah. Ayo, you see when you breathe, right? It actually go into our lungs. So it's important to have a good air treatment inside our room when you are asleep. Okay, so I want to let you know, right? This is all the contaminant. It actually happened in our environment now. Anyone here have a pet? Or anyone here on an aircon every day? Yes, we do, right? Or do you paint or refurbish your house? Okay, this is all the few major things that happens. If you have plaster ceiling or viruses, now is the worst. That's why we need an air treatment because of these coronaviruses. So this is the main issue happen in our house. That's why we need to really aware. Okay, next. Okay, so I want to let you know this is the important part I want to share with you. So this is our with our atmosphere sky. We have the pre-filter, HEPA filter, carbon filter, and the airflow machine. So this is the uniqueness that we have the pre-filter, and HEPA can remove up to 99.99%. Okay, next. Okay, so we can next. Hello. Okay, so first one, this one is like an aircon one, the aircon pre-filter. You can vacuum, you can use the water to rinse it off, and then you let it dry. This one is like our hair, our dust, all these things you can see from our eye one can be filtered by this our pre-filter. Next. Okay, then the other one is our next. Lisha, next. Okay, so the other one that what is the thing that we cannot see is the more dangerous. All right, now I want to let you know. Can you see the nail on the first one is the human hair? the human hair, there is one like a base, or we call it a red dot over there. Okay, we go down from the nail after the hair, you can see actually it's a dust mite, 200 micron. Beside the little dust mite, you can see there is one yellow dot there. It's a pollen. Okay, pollen you all know from flower one. So the pollen actually have a lot of friends beside. Okay, you can see the red color one is our red blood cell. Okay, then you go down, you can see this one, the E. coli. The E. coli actually is, yes, E. coli is this one, which I mentioned is from the aircon. And after E. coli, you go down to Ebola virus. This one can kill people one. Is this one. Okay, rhinovirus, right, is 0.02. Rhinovirus is one of it is quite dangerous for us. It will actually spread around as well, and it's 0.02. So now you must remember 0.02 is rhinovirus, right? So if you get a good air treatment, you must make sure it can block the viruses, the bacteria. 0.02. This is 0.0024 micron. So the standard one is HEPA standard is 0.3 only. But look at us, our is 0.024. For you as a smart consumer, you are look for 0.3 or 0.0024. Okay, 0.3 is our, we can say is a hospital standard or HEPA standard. But for me as a smart consumer, I will look into 0.0024 that can remove fungus, virus, pollen, mineral, and all the allergen. Okay, so if we pull so now you can see this is the report show you influenza A, the SARS, which is the coronavirus family, definitely can be removed. And the one that I can say the cause of pneumonia one is from the aircon. So this is the three things. If can be removed, right, meaning this is a quality air treatment that you can consider now. Okay, next. Okay, so now I will share you a demo how it really functions.
对住这里喷，那个 tissue 看到吗？完全没有烟出来哦，完全马上喷，但是完全没有烟。那个要打玻璃 filter 里面。
The karaoke usually all
semua ya sini dia tak boleh filter punya. Wah, tinggi出烟 Oh my god, oh my god.
Not everyone can be blocked because they are only 0.03. And another one important is our activated coconut carbon. This actually is compressed that, you know, our environment, we have refurbished our house, the formaldehyde from the plaster ceiling, the ozone, and our furniture with all the surface and the chemical, it also can be removed, can be absorbed by this activated carbon. So if you open it up or you can strip down, it will become 121 football fields. So it becomes 16.3 million square feet. So you can see how compressed it works. Because it compressed, it can be absorbed, and because of all these small spaces, it can absorb all the chemical. Okay, next. So that's why I always look for activated carbon. Okay, and there's so many of us is using it. There's so many, like our government are using it, especially the Sungai Buloh Hospital. And all this is the company that are using it because of the quality. And Singapore National Energy Agency also show that we are the top 4 in their list. Okay, next. All right, this is certified by our asthma association from US. So even the kids that have asthma problem, I highly recommend to use the Atmosphere Sky. Next. Okay, so after the comparison, you can see how many kind of allergen they can be removed. Okay, one Atmosphere Sky, right, can replace by other already. So that's why we are happy that we are proud that this is the best version and the best air treatment so far. Okay, and this is also one of certified from the EHAF that give us this certified for people to have a good sleep or deep rest. And of course, in China, there is Tsinghua Daxue is one of the famous university also using it, make sure it can remove PM 2.5 up to 99.99%. Okay, next. Okay, this is what happened in Thailand many years ago. Okay, because of the we call it H5N1, it kills so many people, and they use our air treatment. Next, especially now the Sungai Buloh Hospital, most of our COVID hospital are using it. This one is one of the vet are using it also. Next, okay, you can see if during haze, you know, haze is also like by season one. Okay, so what happened when you have haze? It can instantly, you can see it perform very well. It can reduce the PM 2.5 up to a very healthy level. So you can see, okay, see PM 2.5, 0.05, 2, and 0, and 1. Okay, so this is a very good, you all can buy the particle checker lah. So I'm very proud that the atmosphere sky do work, and it's very cost saving also. All right, so this is another comparison. All right, this one is the X brand, whether they can remove PM 2.5 or not. Okay, it still remain 100 plus, considered a very high digit. Okay, it go down very slow, but not really perform 100%. Okay, let's see what is atmosphere sky result. All right, instant can see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it reduced from 3 digit to single digit soon. Yeah, single digit now. All right, so just now that one, after like a few seconds, they are still having, they're still not able to remove PM 2.5. Okay, so next. Okay, it's very cost effective. You know why? Because we get the Energy Star sticker by the US EPA. And another thing is, if let's say you are using the 5-speed, right, every night it's actually like less than 20 cents for you. 20 cents, nothing you can do already. 20 cents for a good sleep, definitely worth. All right. And this one is the we call it card. Like if let's say you are in your room, right, is less than 465 square meter. So reading 15 minutes or 30 minutes below, it can give you a clean air every 30 minutes, meaning that it will keep on working on it. It's like you are sleeping and enjoy the Cameron Highland feel of good air. Okay, next, I want to let you know this is also one of the particle checker, and you can see how fast our atmosphere sky can remove all the dust, the chemical. Okay, so from the other hand, you can see the comparison. One is the S brand, quite famous now, and the price is also getting expensive. And another one is our atmosphere sky. Okay, so you can see the difference. One, it will still work, yes, but it may be slower than your lung. Okay, so it work very slow, and it might not able to perform a clean air every night. So for smart technology, you can use your apps to control. You can use your app to update, and you can check your kitchen, your dining hall, your room, your study room, how clean is the air condition for the whole month. And you can see when they need to change the filter. Okay, now, do you know that the family, if you love them, give them an air quality are even more better than buying a phone to them. Because buying phone, you make sure they play phone ready, they have dry eye and so forth. But the clean air, actually, this air treatment can last for more than 10 years as well. So that's why I highly recommend you consider to be a smart consumer, consider an air treatment for a good quality home use for everyone. Okay, this is the very scary part. If like every month or every few weeks you change or you use the clean the pre-filter, you can see that the stuff is very terrible. You know, it's like one skin layer or cotton area. So for you, if you want to choose, right, invest a good air treatment, you can save yourself. You can see people that have a very problem of lung, I mean smoker lah, they have lung problem, right? or people live in an environment with poor air quality, it will actually damage your lung and cannot be replaced one. So that's why invest a good air treatment is important, because it will help you to keep yourself, okay, because of this COVID situation, people are buying atmosphere like hotcake now. Everyone are calling when they have stock, especially when new launch the cute one. Can I have a look the mini? Okay, so you have two choices now. If you just alone or you are staying in a small apartment, atmosphere mini is definitely your good choice. Okay, it's launched already. You can faster order now because it's back order already. And if you have big family staying in a landed property, you can consider atmosphere sky. So you have two options now. All right. So thank you so much. And next.
Okay, I just would like to give a very little sharing of my own views. So like for water treatment system, so my house actually I shift into my nearby house at the time is about year 2000. So when I stay there for 1 year later, my water pipe all burst already. So my water bill suddenly shoot up from 9 ringgit 90 cents to 100 over a month. So I get to know that my water pipe burst already. So I asked people come and change it lah. During that time, because with lack of information, so I didn't know that what material is the good. But I know lah, stainless steel is good. But that time, stainless steel, the cost is like 4 times of normal material. So at that time, I still feel like, wow, that time is 20 over years ago, 21 years ago, 4,000 for the whole house is very, very expensive, right? So compared to now, 4,000 is nothing really. So that time I'm thinking like, what material is the best? So that the contractor told me that, okay, the best is PVC because it's cheap, and then I give you a thick one. But I didn't know that at that time PVC is actually dangerous. When I get to know now, so I won't change. But now too late already at that time. I already changed, and then my house actually I'm facing the west, so the sun actually shining on the piping from 12 o'clock noon until evening. So the whole day our in-house our house pipe is very hot, and then the water once we open up, want to wash our hand, also hot one, you know. So I didn't know that actually there is they will contain some chemical. After I come to learn about this MV water treatment system, I get to know actually PVC is very, very toxic. But luckily that time my house already have this water treatment tool, number 2. So I feel very lucky and so blessed that I have this water treatment tool, so that it's already protected me from drinking all this chemical. So that's why I urge you all must consider, really consider a good water treatment system, because you wouldn't know what will come into your water. I'm lucky that time because I listened to my mom and my mother-in-law, because when I asked them what water filter to buy, they told me NA one. Then I say why? Then they say I don't know. I only have confidence with the company, and I know that if they never do well, the company will get sued. This I trust. So that is the reason why I bought the one. That time some more buy in cash. Then now actually got installments some more. So with the air purifier is also the same, because I need to experience it myself. And then there's a good testimonial because my kids, I can find out that my kids, after I install the the air treatment, so my kids last time without the air treatment, when one gets sick already, they'll pass on to the second one, third one, and then the whole family, including us, the adult, were also sick. So, but then after I have this air treatment at home already, I found that the sick, only the sickness, only stick to the one person only. If let's say I sick, maybe I myself only, or one kid sick, only that kid sick only, because they sleep together, all together, 3 of them. Then now bigger already lah. So boy have his own room, and then girl also have their own room. But I can feel that the virus actually they will never pass on to the next kids. So I can feel so happy that actually how I contain the virus in spreading into others member. Okay, this is my little sharing. Okay, so anything else to share, Yvonne? So that's all for today.
I think one last one only. My friend husband get COVID during pandemic, and
Sorry,
the kids, the daughter, and my friend husband get COVID because he work in the pasar. But there's only husband kena COVID because the house they on the air treatment for 24 hours. So they actually make sure the air quality is very good to protect the children. So 3 children and the maid and the wife, my friend, they are not they are all negative. So this is also very not affected. That's why this is a very classic case happened to us. So that's why it's important to switch on the air treatment 24 hours right now. So the husband also recover very fast in 10 days time. Okay, so
because
thank you so much, everyone.
Already, yeah, because the lung clean. So when you get infected, actually not so threatened to the life. So you just imagine if the PM2.5 is already full in your lung, and then this time you get COVID, sure will die. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all for our sharing today. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Lyss, and thank you, Yvonne, for the sharing. I really learned a lot from this session.